What's happening, folks? Welcome back to my channel and my studio. So we got some finally amazing and exciting updates for you Streets of Rage fans out there, including myself. Sega's Streets of Rage movie sets Sonic the Hedgehog writers Pat Casey and Josh Miller, James Samuel to direct for Lionsgate exclusive. Now, we haven't heard anything from Streets of Rage since 2023 and maybe possibly 2024, depending on where you get the videos from me, because almost 3 years ago, we found out that Sega was going to be doing a remaster of all the classic 90s IPs, including Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Shinobi, even though the Shinobi game is already out and it's doing very well. So the only thing I'm waiting for is my Streets of Rage, because that's the beat 'em up game that I grew up with since I first played it back in 2012. You know, I was pretty much 21 at the time, and I just fell in love with the franchise because of the music, the gameplay, the story, etc. Especially the first two games were the absolute best, according to hardcore gamers that I've seen online talk about how good the first two games were at the time, and it still is today because of the iconic soundtrack. So we're not gonna waste any more time babbling about Streets of Rage, because we're getting news right now. And no, I'm not on my Chromebook, I'm on my tablet, so which is better because it's faster. The film adaptation of Sega's iconic Streets of Rage video game is alive and well at Lionsgate and has found its new writers, Paramount Pictures' Sonic the Hedgehog film franchise masterminds Pat Casey and Josh Miller. In addition to the Sonic duo, the holiday fall filmmaker James Samuel has joined the project to direct. Casey and Miller board of the Streets of Rage movie following the exit of Derek Coslet, who had written an early draft of the screenplay after Lionsgate first acquired the rights in 2022, alongside Sonic the Hedgehog movies and Amazon's Life is Strange TV series produced Story Kitchen, formerly DJ2 Entertainment. Plot details are being kept under wraps, but the Streets of Rage film adaptation is described as leaning heavily into the cult classic games known for its iconic characters, acclaimed electronic soundtracks, and beat-em-up action. Well, I like that. Beloved for its beat-em-up gameplay and influential music selection, Streets of Rage was one of the most popular video game series of the 1990s and has remained a top-selling title over the decades. Facts. The franchise launched a fourth game in 2020, which sold more than 2.5 million copies within its first year, reaching 20th on the US download charts and 14th on the UK sales charts. Along with Sega and Paramount Pictures, Sonic the Hedgehog film trilogy, which has grossed more than 1 billion worldwide to date. Casey and Miller are best known for the Universal franchises Violent Night, starring David Harbour, and are currently writing the horror comedy feature Dead Drunk for producer Graham King's GK Films. Samuel wrote, directed, and produced the BAFTA, I don't know what that stands for, winner, The Holiday Fall, and wrote and directed the Book of Clarence. We and our partners at Sega knew that Streets of Rage demanded a bold filmmaker. Lionsgate film chief Aaron Wesselman said James Samuel's visceral and explosive style, not to mention his signature use of unforgettable music, is perfect for audiences both familiar with and new to the series. We are so excited to how he will bring his own memorable take to this beloved video game IP. The Streets of Rage movie will be produced by Sega's Toru Nakahara, Story Kitchen's Dimitri M. Johnson, Michael Lawrence Goldberg, and Timothy L. Stevenson, and escape artist Todd Black. Okay, there are a lot of names that I'm not gonna say, but yeah, let's just say that all of them are pretty much exclusive to the filmmaking now that everything is getting on board here. Yeah, so if y'all want to read the rest of the article, the link will be in the description. I'm gonna try my best to edit out certain parts because I'm not that really great at pronouncing people's last names, and y'all know I'm not the best reader in the world, but let's just say that I'm giving you the best information that I can. I'm not perfect, but at least I'm trying. But overall, bruh, this might be the best news I've heard in a while. At least the live action Streets of Rage movie is alive and well, and I'm glad that it is. So what's y'all thoughts on this whole thing? If you want the link to the article, the link will be in the description. And yeah, I'm excited for Streets of Rage. I reported this before, but this time they found 2 new writers from the Sonic franchise, and we're back. The Streets of Rage franchise is back, and you love to see it. So yeah, holla at y'all.